I know she feels so guilty because if they hadn't been fighting, he wouldn't have gotten out of the car. It's probably why she's being haunted by him. Or at least she's thinking she's being haunted by him. I mean, you just say he's really doing it. It's all her guilt, probably. Yeah, I started like right away.
Forgive me.
You're doing so well, honey.
Excuse me! Sorry. I'm sorry.
We were engaged, and he died. And sometimes it's like, I see him. We were about to break up. We had broken up. I'd broken up, I guess, right before.
Jesus, Dani, the same day.
Yeah.
Is he here now?
No.
Good. Seriously, Poppins. How are you still standing?
I think I'm crazy.
I think you're surprisingly sane and considerate. I know what it feels like. Feel like you can't find you.
I knew that was coming. I was waiting for it.
You sure?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Jamie?
You were just telling me, literally telling me that you weren't up for this. Just
No.
let's get back. Another night, maybe. Another time, maybe.
She saw him not in a reflection this time.
But what the gardener didn't yet understand was that the au pair had been telling herself to wait another night. Another time. For years and years.
I thought you might like to have these.
Oh, no, Judy, I'm sorry, but I...
Really? They were Rena's things that came back from the hospital, and I can't stand to look at them.
It makes you think she could stand to look at him.
Please.
Okay,
Thank
of course.
you. I hope you know that you're still a really important part of this family. I hope you know that I mean that.
Okay, I actually have some stuff I need to get done.
Oh, sure, of
Yeah.
course. Please come by for dinner any night.
Okay, I will.
So is this,
Okay.
she was getting ready to
Yes,
leave?
sir.
So is that why she ended up taking those glasses with her? Yeah.
In Paris. You and me while we still can.
So sorry to interrupt, but I'm turning into a pumpkin.
Alcohol you later.
God, even for you. Drive safe.
I know the road. We'll be fine.
Miss Clayton? Miles?
Why was that scary? I don't know where that doll was located.
Miss Clayton? Flora had a nightmare.
Okay, let's get you two back to bed.
It was a horrible dream.
Well, you should be in bed.
They're trying to do...
Not that I won't.
I think they're trying to protect her.
Something horrible. And now
Someone behind
in the
her. Look at
wardrobe.
I almost called him
Living
Peter.
in the
Miles.
Twanda.
And the girl. They're
creature.
both staring at something.
And it said it wanted to do awful things. And it
Okay.
had bones for hands.
That sounds awful. Let's get you two back to bed, okay?
A few minutes more. Just a minute, really. In fact, could I have a glass of milk?
So that's who's bringing the footprints in, is the house, the former nanny.
There's nothing to be scared of.
Quite right.
Yeah.
Talk about this in the morning.
You were literally with them. You should have been able to tell it wasn't them. Of course, she's wasted. She's gonna burn the glasses. Time to go, Edmund.
It's just you and me then.
Get out of here. What was that? He was still there. Oh, that was the end? Ugh. Okay. So that was the end of episode 4. Got a freaking drain fly or whatever the hell you freaking call them. I'm in a basement, so we got a drain just right over there. And now I got a freaking drain fly over here bugging the shit out of me. Anyway, okay. You want to die? You want to die? Because I will kill you. If I could. He landed on my finger, which was the worst place for him to go. Unless I didn't get him. I don't see him. Anyway, sorry about that. Hopefully I got it and it won't bug me anymore. In this episode, we got to find out who the ghost was that Dani keeps seeing in reflections. It is her childhood best friend who turned into her fiance. His name is Edmund. And you can kind of tell during her flashbacks that she wasn't feeling this wedding. Like there's just like the looks on her face and stuff. Just it felt like she wasn't really into getting married to Edmund. But she was just kind of going along with it. I thought it had something to do with her liking girls. Now she could have been bisexual. I don't know. That's why I didn't say anything about the fact that I felt stuff between her and the gardener in the present time as a reason why it was weird that Edmund was her fiance. But I don't think that she was bisexual. I think she just likes girls. Because I mean, because she told Edmund, she said she loves him, but I guess it wasn't the marrying kind of love, because she said she loved him so much, and you know, even she said even still, so I'm thinking it's because she's a lesbian and she still loved him, just she didn't want to commit her life to him, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't 100% get it. Like, I don't know how she could be in love but not want to marry him, kind of thing. I don't know, because she said that she didn't say anything before because she didn't want to hurt him, she didn't want to hurt his family, and she just was going along with it, hoping that she would feel the way that she thought she was supposed to feel, but she never got there. And you know, and good for her for saying something before they actually, you know, were legally married and everything. But it was okay for Edmund to be angry because he was in love with her and she kept this big secret about herself and everything, and it was like breaking his heart like right before their wedding, because I'm pretty sure they were close to being married. I mean, I don't know how close the wedding date was, but I feel like it was pretty close because they were doing fittings and stuff like that with her wedding dress and everything. So yeah, so he got out of the car to get away from her, and then he got hit. And I'm sure she feels extreme guilt over that, because he wouldn't have gotten out of the car if he hadn't been angry. So what I thought might have happened didn't happen the way I thought it did exactly. I mean, the reflection in the glasses was definitely the headlights of a car. And he was hit outside of a car and he died. It just wasn't her that did it, but she was like right there, and it was kind of her fault a little bit. I'm not gonna say it was just bad timing, okay? I'm not saying it was her fault, but I can see why she feels like it is. That's all I'm gonna say. So I thought maybe it was just her extreme guilt is what's making her see him, but he's not really haunting her, but she feels like he is. But maybe he is. Maybe he's so angry with her that he is haunting her. I have no idea if it's in her head or if it's real, like if he really is haunting her. And we saw at the end she burned his glasses, but even after that, whatever it was at the end there, the big spark and everything, he was still there, and she was seeing him outside of a reflection toward the end of this episode. So I don't know if she set him free to torture her. I have no idea what's happening there. Miles had a moment of being super weird in this episode when he demanded a drink. Now, I believe that was Peter, not Miles. And I don't know what was going on with the children exactly, but Flora woke up and saw that Miss Clayton was not in bed, okay, because the doll wasn't there. So I don't know if her dollhouse is magic, and wherever the people are, that's where they move in the dollhouse. I have no idea. Which is creepy because Peter is like hiding behind the dresser in Miles's room. So that's creepy all by itself. So she saw that, and then she looked and she saw another doll. Now, I don't know if this was the same doll that is hiding under her dresser that was magically in her dollhouse. I don't know. I don't remember what that doll looks like exactly. I know it doesn't have a face and it has long black hair, but I don't remember like the clothes or anything like that. I can't remember. But she saw that doll and she freaked out and yelled for her brother. So they ran downstairs to find Dani, and they did. She's wasted and she was drinking, and they distracted her while we saw this woman, who I'm assuming is Rebecca, walking through the house. I don't know if they thought Rebecca was going to hurt her or they just didn't want her to see her. I'm not 100% on that. Like, I don't know if they're protecting her from the ghost or protecting the ghost from being seen by her. I don't know. I still don't trust the children. Especially Miles. I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. So yeah, I don't know. That was really weird. But it is Rebecca, if that's who was walking through the house, that's leaving the muddy footprints through the house. So at least we know that now for sure. And since she drowned in the lake, it makes sense that that's what would happen. That would be the footprints, why they're muddy and everything like that. I don't know why they go towards the wing that is shut off. That's like off limits for the children, at least. Because they do head that direction, I think. If I'm trying to remember from the last episode. So, I don't know. And we also found out that the children's parents, there's no bodies in their graves. So, that's something weird. Maybe it's their parents haunting the place. I have no idea. Or maybe they're not dead. Could be. They could have faked their deaths. Like, they just like, screw these kids. Let's start a new life. I have no idea what's going on with that. But, yeah. Dani and the guard. I hate calling her the gardener. Like, what the hell is her name? I'm looking it up because I'm tired of calling her the gardener. She's got a name. Okay, I think her name is Jamie. I don't know. She looks different in her, like, outside the show. She's blonde on IMDb. So, anyway, so Jamie and Dani had, a moment. Dani told her, what happened to her fiance and everything like that. And then they shared, a pretty intense kiss, that Dani ended up freaking out about, not because of kissing Jamie, but because she saw her dead fiance like right behind the girl she was making out with. And I don't know if Jamie felt like she did something wrong, but she kept apologizing to Dani and telling her that, you know, it was fine, that she shouldn't have done that because she's like, you literally told me that you weren't ready or whatever. And so I don't know if that's going to make things weird between them, even though she did tell Dani as she was taking Owen to his car, or going to take Owen home. I'm assuming she was going to drive and not Owen. That, you know, everything was fine, that everything was okay. But this was a really good episode, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you did, please give this video a like. If you have any suggestions on anything you'd like me to react to, please leave that down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.